Welcome to the Degenerate Nation podcast. I'm with Wendy
Hey, how's it going?
and Adam.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing? Who looks like Chris Pratt extra specially today. If Chris Pratt was like really depressed, his hair. What I'm trying to say, he has COVID hair. He looks fine. He looks good. I'm aroused looking at his face, but
Less hunting, less religious, but pretty much the same otherwise.
yes, that's great. You look good, man.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Likewise.
What's new in your life?
Oh, it's been a long couple weeks, man. Moved apartments, starting a business,
Yeah.
all sorts. Yeah.
Well, I want to get you on your business when you guys are about to open, so people in Tunisia can wish they would go to this fucking cool ass business. But we won't delve into that yet. It's not the time. And will you be giving out coupons for Tunisians?
Absolutely. All Tunisians are welcome,
Yes,
free of charge.
free Tunisians.
They just get over here.
Yeah.
So that's the challenge.
You know we're all business owners here.
I don't think I realized that. Interesting.
Yeah, Wendy. What about you?
Oh, my farm?
Yeah, pimp your farm out to Tunisia.
Tunisian farmers that come enjoy playing with the sheep, come enjoy playing with the cattle, the chickens, and take home a condom dog.
Condom dogs just roaming the place. You can take them all. Ugh. Oh, sorry. Fucking taco burps.
Oh, taco.
Ugh. Oh, I'm regretting it. Ugh. Actually, they were very delicious. Very delicious.
No,
Yeah.
regretting talk.
And then I have a production company. So we all have a business working. That's great. So, Wendy, what would you say the worst part of entrepreneurship is?
It's just the down and dirty commitment. It doesn't matter what day it is. It doesn't matter how you feel. You can't, just phone it in. You are on
Yeah.
until the very end.
Dang. Birth to death. What about you, Adam?
Well, we haven't opened yet, but so my troubles are much different than hers.
Yeah.
They will become the same, hopefully, I'm sure. Right now, it's just the red tape, man. It's so much they tell you to do one thing, so you do it, and several months later they go, oh no, that's wrong. You've done everything wrong, and it's it's so much time and money wasted on
Yeah.
people just misreading emails or something.
It's all over email. You don't even get to sit to somebody telling you what to do. It's like, do this, read this, and then do this, and then
Right.
fuck.
On hold of transferred calls,
Ugh.
and one person tells you one thing, one person tells you another thing. Frustrating. Some
Fuck,
people
man.
are super helpful, and then other ones are just very frustrating.
And that's dealing with the government. That's not even working within it. But you got experience around government type of stuff, so
Don't know if
you're used to that shit, right?
connection cut out, but
Oh,
if you can hear me,
I can hear you.
I'm still here.
Can you hear me? Wendy?
I can hear you.
All right. Should we pause it?
It depends.
Let's fucking
Where
pause
are
it.
we going with this?
Adam, can you hear?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I don't know what's going on.
It's all right. The audience in Tunisia is going to hear about our attempts at businesses, past, present, and future. So I actually, when I got back from California, maybe a year afterwards, I tried to team up with this guy, Bill, who's totally off the grid. He doesn't have a Facebook. He had a Hotmail email address, and so his cell doesn't work anymore or something. So I haven't talked to him in honestly 6 years, 5 years, something like that. But right when I got back from California in 2012, we reconnected because I knew him. I used to ref rec league sports with him. Yeah. Funny, Wendy, the 11 taco story, that was the day where I was reffing flag football for 6 hours, and I just was so fucking hungry. Sunny day, and I just fucking
smell of a taco in my mouth.
But great. Anyways, this guy Bill, me and him wanted to start some like recreational like company, like a sports and rec company, and then we had everything but like the customers. So we had things planned out. I started like, oh, let's start a tournament. Oh, for this, okay, how much your refs cost? This and that. We figured out the cost, the price point where we'd be like break even and stuff. And it was like, as long as we break even, if worst case we threw a couple tournaments, it didn't work out, that's fine. And it was Power Hour Sports and Leisure. I think you actually probably liked it on Facebook at some point, Adam. I still get updates from it. Like, people like such viewed Power Hour Sports and Leisure. Like, I didn't really close that down, and I just haven't. I'm lazy.
Yeah.
I had my first foray into entrepreneurship was when I was like 9 or 10. I had a basketball game in the neighborhood, and I was charging people like 50 cents to come watch. Like moms and dads and like one couple that didn't have any kids, and they were like 40 or whatever, and they came by too. That was awesome.
So you've been hustling since day one.
I've been hustling since day one. I've done fantasy leagues. You know the drill with fantasy world. It's all prepared me for a lifetime of trying to start things that the only end comes with a pew at your own discretion when you decide it's enough. Like,
right.
This didn't work. This never really got started. I think I'm going to silently pull the plug. I've never had to tell anyone, sorry, we're closed. We're closing down. It's just like, meow. But I think my current venture is going to work out, my production company.
Yeah?
Yeah, because it's just mostly like a way to get cheap taxes, you know? I mean, when you have them write the check to the company, and you don't have to, you pay yourself, or you put some in your 401k. It doesn't, my writing partner explained all the stuff, like, it saves money, so I'm like, all right, that sounds good. And I just blindly trust him because he has an MBA, so I'm like, well, you got more letters after your fucking name than I do, so that's fine.
That's true.
So, do that. Ugh.
You have a history of ruthlessly exploiting childless couples, so I think you're going to make it.
Yes, ruthlessly exploding childless couples. Well, hey, Adam,
Dude.
how can I exploit you? Hey, Wendy.
Yeah, right? I'm here for you to exploit, Daddy.
Yeah, you like when your daddy exploits you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what's up? What's going on with you, man? You do look good with that beard. It's like more scraggly than normal.
Oh, thank
Odd.
you. Yeah, I haven't trimmed anything in months.
No pubes?
You can take that as you will.
I take it as you have not trimmed your pubes. But that you're open to it? Before you're opening?
Oh yeah. Well, no, gotta trim up before that. So,
Yeah, your grand opening, you gotta wear a tuxedo and nothing else.
right. I had very illusions of grandeur for our opening. We'll see what we can pull off. I wanted to rent one of those like racing presidents from the Nationals, but I don't know if that's gonna happen now.
You want to put me in a costume? I'll do it.
Yes.
Put me in any costume, I'll do it for free.
I might take you up on that.
Did I send you a picture when I was the Easter Bunny last year?
I don't think so.
I was the Easter Bunny at the place I worked at with the kids, and one of them was like, I know it's you. I was like, all right. I was like, don't tell me, Bunny.
I'm sure when people are Santa, they get that one kid like every night.
Yeah. Like, I know your sadness. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you want to dress me up as?
Dude, whatever you would like to wear is fine with me. At this point, things can't get weirder.
Like, I'm the Wiz. I'll dress up as anything, man. Seriously. Tasteful.
All right. Yeah, but tastefully done.
Tastefully done
Definitely
anything. Yeah. With a cod piece and everything.
Atlas chaps.
Assless chaps. But I never turn around because it's tasteful.
Right.
It's like, this is all the costume shop had left, but it's tasteful. So Wendy actually got a cat hat
Oh no.
for our Twitch. We have this Twitch account that we haven't actually like used yet. So we have this idea. So Patrice, one of our co-hosts, he actually can do a pretty decent, not an amazing, but better than average Bernie impression.
Okay.
Just the voice, not his like fucking subject matter or anything like that. So we were just gonna have him be in Patrice. I got him a face mask that cost like $9 or whatever, including the shipping. So like super cheap. It looks like Bernie, but like a terrible flat version of Bernie, right? That you can see his eyes and his lips through. But I was like, that's enough. And we were gonna say that Bernie was actually an ambassador to Degenerate Nation. So
Nice.
yeah, and so we were getting I was just gonna wear one of these like fucking masks for the COVID mask to do poetry in, so we don't show our faces or whatever. And Wendy surprised me the other night with a cat costume, just the head though.
The head's all you really need, actually.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to say here is two things. I will wear anything for you, because it's you. And two, will you be a furry with us at a convention somewhere down the line? Will you do it?
I think that sounds like a fair deal.
Yeah, it is a fair deal. You don't even have to do it. I'm just saying, will you? But because it's not like a quid pro quo. Is that how you say it?
I think so.
So, yeah, it's not I do this and then you do that, or the reverse of that.
Right.
I will do that thing for you. You don't have to do this, but we would love to have you go to a furry convention with us at some point, or a furry party.
I'm not gonna knock it before I try it. So,
Right? I've never done it.
Yeah. It's like skydiving, just with probably more sex, I guess.
More sex, more weird sex, probably. Have you skydived before?
Yeah.
That's fucking
Only
crazy.
once.
Are you gonna go
It
again?
was 30 seconds of my life. I would go again, yes.
It takes 30 seconds?
Well, I think so. Yeah.
Were you drunk?
It could have been. No, I was completely sober.
Oh, God. I'd have to be so
It was fun.
cranked out to do that.
The part, man, is when you're like, I was the second person out of the plane, and at that point you can't like back out because the plane's too small. So like, if you go, everyone else behind you can't go. So once you're inside the plane, you're jumping out, and so like when they like inch you out and your legs are dangling out of the plane, that was like scary.
Oh, dude, that's fucked up, man.
I have a video. It's just windy. You can only hear it like the wind, but I'm just like cursing the whole way down, like I'm sure most people do. But it was awesome.
That's pretty cool.
I would pee and then vomit, and then all of us would fall at the same rate, the vomit and the urine. And me.
I would make sure I
Yeah.
vomited backwards, so everyone it vomited, it went up, and people were like, Matrix dodging the vomit. Would the vomit go up or down?
It'd probably go the same speed, right?
Oh my God.
I don't know.
There's Bing it. If you're out there listening, and I commend you for sticking with us, Bing it, puking while skydiving, and see what comes up. Let us know, or comes out, if you will.
Oh, can we go back to the furry talk? This is bad.
Yeah, we can talk furries. Yeah. What would you be, Adam?
Oh,
Oh man, that's a good question. The obvious go-to is probably like rabbit or something.
Ooh, yeah, like a banging rabbit.
But I feel like you gotta go like deeper pull, like in possum or something.
Oh, yeah. I feel like the possum would be masturbating in the corner, though. He's just like,
super creepy.
oh my God, this is a great party, you guys.
yeah, and it's inside the costume because he's playing dead, and he's just there to voyeur.
Yeah.
Right.
Playing dead, but like secretly cranking it
Yeah.
Yep.
inside his costume.
The eyes reflect, but he's not moving. but there's a lot going on in the suit for sure.
Yeah, it's all about what's going on underneath. He's got a bit. He has calm eyes, but a busy mind.
I think there's a lot of good North American mammals to choose from, though.
Yeah.
I mean, like beaver would be obvious to go to.
Oh yeah.
You know.
But I'm gonna be a bird, so I haven't decided which one. Probably a seagull though.
Seagull.
Yeah. I could do that all day, man.
Oh,
Soft,
man. He's
hard,
coming
doesn't
again.
matter. Doesn't matter. That's how I got the Birdman name in LA, man.
Yeah.
I was fucking making bird noises at like 9 in the morning, drunk. Because the game started at 9 on Saturdays, the Michigan State games, and there was a bunch of us watching at the bar, and I was just in my element, if you will. I never once did bird calls prior to that, and then I just suddenly, they just came out of me.
Just came from deep down.
I was like the ugly duckling, and then I became an actual duck, and just fucking making bird noises. It was wonderful. I mean, Wendy, Adam used to live in LA for a bit too, and I feel like I don't miss a lot from it, but I do miss like just being in my element like that at the time, you know, being like half manic and like drunk at 9 in the morning, and my team was on, and these were my homies, and I was just birds noises were just coming out of the deepest recesses of me.
That's awesome.
Adam, how many people did you live with at one point?
I think there was 5 in our 2-bedroom apartment.
Oh my god.
Wow.
The situation just kind of evolved rapidly.
Yeah.
But it was fine. You know, we survived. I mean, I wasn't there that long. You know, it was like a year, maybe even less.
No, it was less, I think.
Yeah.
It just seems longer, dude. It's like one of those places.
Yeah, I think it was like 9 months or something. It was a hell of a almost year though, for sure.
Yeah.
The place is bananas.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. You go a long stretch without burritos in that place, otherwise you're all in trouble.
During that stretch.
Literally everything you want is available to you pretty easily there, and it's disturbing how easy it is when you're like don't have anything to offer yourself. They're like, "Oh, I got $20. Here's some cocaine for nothing."
Yeah.
You know, like, "Here's this. Here, I'll sleep with you." You're like, what? I don't feel good about this, and you just do things you don't feel good about, and then you leave. Maybe that was just my experience and my friend's experience, but
Oh my god.
it sounds pretty common, Adam. Like, you just, okay, where we're from, you live in a 2-bedroom with 5 guys, no one's gonna fuck you. Nobody. And that's fine. That's fine.
But if you're in your early to mid 20s in California in that situation, like I don't think people really care.
They don't give a shit. It's weird. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like it shouldn't matter, but like maybe somewhere in between those two are more of an ideal spot.
Yeah, I witnessed a lot of things in that apartment, and I wasn't even there that long.
What was the weirdest thing you saw without names? We won't tell them names.
There was one guy who was a friend of a friend, and he was like German, and he like showed up with all these like German chicks, and they were all speaking German. They were like straight out of the motherland, and I
Nice.
guess like
Fräulein.
him and one went on the roof, and like they banged the doggy styles, and then he came back in, but he was wearing shorts, and his knees were all bloody because the roof was.
Was he drunk?
I don't know. I have no. I mean, I couldn't tell. I couldn't understand him.
Oh,
He was
man.
so red.
Like, it can't be that good that you don't recognize that your knees are just gushing blood while you're banging.
Knees are blood, like dripping down his legs.
Were they jean shorts?
They probably were. They probably were.
Was are the Band-Aids?
Oh.
Wendy, your daddy don't do that shit.
No. Yeah, I'm mostly German background, and nowhere in my background does it say, "Hey, go after a bloody neat fuckfest." It's just not in there. I'm not attracted to that at all.
Bloody need fuck fast. That's great. Yeah, that's
it's
no.
just no.
Neat. If you're going on a rooftop, we're sex positive here, Adam. You know this. But if you're going on a rooftop to bang, if there's any doggy style, any knee play, not knee play like fucking the back of my knees, but like, like they're on their knees blowing or touching or whatever they're doing, wear some knee pads. It's okay.
Yeah.
And if someone judges you for bringing your own knee pads to a party, you do not want that person in your life. Don't blow that guy or girl. Don't do it.
No, it
No,
was amateur for sure. It must have been the first time.
Oh
He's
man,
probably got great knee pads now.
what's that?
He's probably got great knee pads now.
Yeah, he's probably learned the lesson. Go out and get some knee pads. They're not that expensive. Go to Play It Again Sports and get some roller blade pads from the 90s and put them on and go bang someone on a roof. Just give it to them. Give it to them.
Too little, too late, man.
Yeah.
They train us to put our legs up. I mean, even in the shower to this day, I put my leg up on the ledge to make sure everything's clean. You just trained like that when you're a little girl. You're just gonna stand up on a roof. You're not gonna do that kind of crap.
Yeah. Someone lost their way.
Oh,
Yeah.
right? They
Did-
were not proper. for German.
Did she go down the fire escape? Did you not see her afterwards?
Well, then we went to bed, and I shared a bed with two other people who are very nice people, but obviously that was
For 6
they were
months?
together. No, not the whole time, but
Oh my god, dude.
but yeah, it was interesting.
Oh,
It was unplanned, but good time.
damn, dude.
Okay, so if you shared a bed with two other people,
Well, I was on the
someone
same
had
bed.
to get.
So we had two mattresses on the floor next to each other.
Oh, I thought you were all piled in the same bed. I'm like,
Yeah,
"Fuck
Charlie and
this
the
up.
Chocolate Factory, man.
Drop
I love that
straws
shit.
For that night.
Fucking not gone.
I got the short straw.
Sound of Music shit. The Van Trapps had like fucking 9 children and they all had bed and they all shared a bed.
I don't think I could have done that. I think that would have been too far. But we survived. It was interesting.
The funny part is I sort of knew you before that, right?
Oh yeah.
And I still went out and like, Juana, I can do this.
You were actually longer than I was.
I'm just more stubborn than you, I think.
I mean, that could be it.
I had no other plan or no other desire to do anything in the world, and so I was just like just hung on to it a little longer.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like I stopped doing what I was trying to do. What's that?
The other thing that was cool about that place is like we were right by the Hollywood Walk of Fame, so like you'd walk out your door and like Spider-Man would walk by.
Oh god,
When you're just like.
dude, that shit made me so sad seeing those guys. Did you ever see them at like 5:30 when they got off of work?
Yeah, like there was another guy on our street who would like walk down the street, I guess after he was done, and he would always dress up as Chewbacca, but he'd always like have the mask off, and it was just like the funniest shit.
It's like, well, did it make you feel better about your situation?
Well, I was pretty cool with them too. I think it made me feel equal.
Yeah, it was like there's not a lot of difference here. You're like, maybe at one point he was trying to be a director or something else in the film realm, and it just didn't work out for him. But I don't know though. One of those people like fucking like stabbed someone, I think.
Yes, that. So, I went out there with an ex years ago.
Yeah.
She like made me a picture with that guy, and he stabbed someone like a week after we were there. Because,
What?
Like a guy didn't pay him or something. I had a photo with that guy that stabbed the guy.
Oh yeah, you showed me that. Dude, that
Guys-
legitimately freaked me out when you told me that.
Yeah. And he was high out of his mind, at least when I saw him.
Yeah.
So I'm sure
It's-
that with the police, during the stabbing, but luckily we paid.
It was the broad daylight when you met him, right?
Yeah, it was like 3 PM. And
Yeah.
she's like, this weirdo, and I was like, oh fuck. And so we did. And then it was probably like several weeks later, I hear that in the news. I'm like, holy shit.
Let me take a picture with this weirdo. Like, okay.
My final destination, basically, ever since then, I've just been dodging bullets.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's fucked up. So is that the closest you've come to getting murdered before?
I mean, it's the closest I'm aware of.
Wendy, what about you?
I'm still like just reeling over the fact that $20 can get you anything in LA. Like,
Yeah, it really
a picture
can.
with a psycho future murderer, or it can get you like sleeping in a bed with 2 complete strangers, and there's burritos for everybody. It's just, I don't know. It's just mind blowing. What am I doing in this little redneck hick town in the Midwest when I could be like grabbing a wad of 20s and living life?
You don't want to go there.
I don't.
I don't know, man. The lack of humidity is fantastic.
It is pretty nice, dude. It is. You just have to be in the right mindset as number one, and 2, you just have to have a safety net.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have either of those, but I made it. 2 years. 2 years. So Adam, like the girl I had been seeing when you visited, she lived in a 2-bedroom with 4 people total, and it was and they were like just out of college, and it was in Brentwood. And I remember the whole time thinking, like, why are you guys doing this just to live in Brentwood?
Yeah.
Like, a couple of them didn't have cars. It was weird.
I mean, that's still a lot in a place,
Yeah, it was
I don't-
safe, but I mean, so was where I lived.
Yeah, I thought where you lived was nice.
Yeah, 1410 for a 3-bedroom. Rent
Yeah,
controlled.
that's not.
So no matter how much you fucked up, as long as you had 2 roommates, all you had to pay was $475. No matter what.
Beautiful thing.
And I was like, oh, I fucked up plenty. And it still didn't matter. I was like, good for a while. I got enough of a taste of living that way that I know what not to do in the future, and I know what's up. So it was that part of it, good experience, Wendy.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, Adam came out to visit a couple. You went to a show, and then you were visiting like your various friends that were in town. And me and your comedian friend, and you went out drinking, and then the next day you came by, and kid you not, it's like 1:30 in the afternoon, and I'm just like hungover shit playing blackjack out by the pool, and he's like, "We ready to go?"
That weekend was maybe the most hungover I've ever been in my entire
Yeah.
life.
Oh god. I don't miss that. You still get hangovers, Adam?
Well, I get them less because I don't go as hard, but
Yeah.
when I do get them, they last for longer just because I'm getting ruined.
Oh my gosh. Wendy doesn't booze like that either.
Wendy has never been drunk in her life, so she's
Yeah.
never experienced a hangover.
Yeah, the hangover part is not.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's funny, Adam, because you're the only one that you sometimes or often or frequent collaborators here that actually like parties. For real.
Well,
Yeah. So
but,
I
like to have a good time,
I want you to carry the torch.
I don't know how crazy I do party though. That when I came out that weekend, it was to see like a Canadian rapper do a show.
Oh,
Wasn't that-
whenever you do that, it's bound to get out of hand, Dan. I want you to do cocaine off my nipples.
Anytime.
Okay, good. Wendy, are you ready to hear Adam's account of the drunkest I've ever been?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Okay.
I was
I
thinking about this. Give me one.
yeah, I know I've read the piece that I wrote about it years later, but I want to hear from someone that was also there what that experience was like as someone that like was going there just because this will be kind of fun, as opposed to like this is my everything tonight, you know?
So, yeah, I mean, how into the details would you like me to get?
As much as you can remember. I mean, whatever you think
Well, the-
sounds interesting.
So the night is creepy. Because
Yes.
I wasn't-
How deep can you go, Adam?
Yeah, I gotta clear the cobweb. So, the excellent artist known as Cisco decides to do a show in Arlington, Virginia, and Andrew and I go, and I mean, I all I remember is that I was drinking vodka on the subway on the way there, and I think I found him at another bar. We go over, we get in line.
Yes.
And I don't remember many of the order of events, but I know Cisco shows up at one point. He does Thong Song for like 45 seconds. I think he maybe did like another song, and then he was out. I don't remember ever seeing him because he's super short.
He's so small. I didn't see him. It was I could hear him and I could see movement. And
Yeah, I could see him and hear him, but like I couldn't see him because there's no stage. And the guy's got to be like 5'6" or something.
he's 5'3", 5'4", 5'2".
Seriously?
He's
I
a
don't
short
know. I'm
motherfucker,
sorry.
man. For a guy.
But
Wow.
the remainder of the evening, me and this guy just we got a little crazy.
Yeah, we were raging.
I think we were stealing like random people's beers. And,
Yeah, I know I did. You probably did too, because I'm like such a trendsetter.
Hey, this table has two. Let's take them both.
Yeah, exactly.
I know you did that. I probably did too. I think we were just like we were going hard.
Yeah, I took beers from the bathroom. I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah. We didn't spend a lot of money. I know that.
No, I probably spent $20, and I was obliterated. Maybe less than that.
I wish I could have seen that little guy. I only heard him.
Yeah.
So I mean, it could have been anyone, but that was fun. That was a fun night.
Question.
Yeah.
When you were drinking toilet beers,
Yeah.
is there a chance of like what percentage of the beer was urine?
Well, I think they were like, some of them are like Bud Lights and shit, so probably already a high percentage. And then on top of that, probably an extra 17% urine. I mean, we were like partying with people that went to JMU and James Madison University, which is by and large a party school.
So do they teach you in that school how to urinate into a beer bottle?
Yes.
Oh, God, this is getting worse.
Yeah, there's JMU, man. That's a whole other set of shenanigans.
Yeah, dude, those people are fucking basic, but like insane, intense. But their behavior is intense. They're rational, but they're basic, but they're just like they're like non-playable characters in a game. They're all walk like this and like do. Let's do shots. And you're like, ugh. Am I having fun? I'm surrounded by JMU folk. Am I enjoying myself? They're going through the behaviors of someone that's fun, but they don't seem that fun. Am I fun? Is this fun? Am I dying? That's how you feel.
Ew. They're just like pixelated avatars. They're just like,
They are. They're like really realistic looking androids.
Wow.
They're great.
Yeah, one time we went there and we were, I guess, doing Irish car bombs because that's what you did in 2004. Yeah, and I passed out on the floor and then woke up and heard, like, my ex at the time didn't know what to do with me, so she like apparently dragged me into my car and drove me all the way home, like for just several hours. And I have no memory of the entire trip. And apparently she left me gas cap. I was driving around leaking gas for like several weeks, and like it was it's a crazy place then.
Yeah, I went there once. I
Wow.
told this story to Patrice. It was just like I stayed with this guy that I went to high school with. That was a couple years younger than me. I had a class with him. I remembered him. We kept in touch a little bit, and by a little bit I mean like by instant messenger AIM, you know. And he was like, he tells me like, dude, I fuck so much and like I drink so much. It's all everything blurs together. I was like, so are we not going to that party then? He's like, oh, we're going and I'm gonna fuck somebody. I'm like, okay, cool.
I mean, it got worse when we went to Blacksburg. Like several of us went to jail, like doing the graves and then down there.
You went to jail?
No, I didn't, but one of our cohorts did.
Is it the one that
Just for, like,
used to get crazy that I know of?
No.
That's awesome. I like that someone other than that person.
Yeah. Um,
Wow, dude.
Like I remember we went down for someone's bachelor party and I ended up at someone's house. I don't know who they were, but I woke up and I was spooning someone's corgi, and I
Oh.
was like, "Whose dog is this? Where am I?" And then we were like, "Where is so and so?" And we started joking and like maybe he like found a girl or something. So we were like, he still didn't call or show up. I mean, but we didn't think it was too weird because this was like an age of flip phones.
Yeah.
Finally, we were like, let's just call the jail to make sure. And so we called the jail there, and they're like, oh yeah, you guys got to come pick this dude up.
You found him.
He had been like, sleeping in there all night, using like his sandals as a pillow. Like, um,
I'd rather have the corgi than sandals.
Oh man, I'd rather suck off a jailer just to get out of going to jail.
I think I would have considered that
Ooh.
Yeah. That's great.
I would have offered him all.
Right? It's like, it's not really not heterosexual doing this. It's more of corrupting an officer, which is kind of cool, right? And so you're like,
Corrupting?
yeah,
Oh, that is. Oh.
bribing him with your mouch,
Yes.
bribing an officer with your virginal mouch and throat.
Just no teeth, man.
No teeth, unless they ask for it.
Well, yeah, that's different.
Like if I'm getting out of jail, I'm gonna accommodate, right? Like normally, like, dude, I have a dick. I don't believe in biting dicks, but since you asked for it, and this entails me not going to prison or jail, and acting like a weirdo, and sucking more dicks than one, I'm just gonna bite your dick for you. And he'd be like, I really appreciate that. And there you go, and you're out, and you got a story to never tell.
Get the poly dad. We want him bright and white.
Yeah, Polydent. Oh, he's like his one request is like you just said, Wendy, is like, I want you to brush your teeth first. Like, what? Before you suck my dick, I want you to brush your teeth so I can see the whites, not that bullshit you got going on.
I'm gonna take off my teeth for you. I'm gonna take them off and go all down just for you. Do I have to put them back in now? God damn it! Where did I put them, by the way? I don't want the teeth. I didn't want to be done. Yeah, you can't misplace your dentures in the jail.
God.
It just doesn't work
For
out.
some reason, I'm thinking about the Golden Girls episode where they think they're hookers.
Yes.
Do you know that one? Oh
Me
my
too,
god,
me
yeah.
too.
I was just thinking about that for the whole time that we were talking about that. That's great.
Oh yeah, Blanche wouldn't even hesitate. Rose would just do it because she doesn't know any better, and Dorothy would be like, I suppose. And then
Dorothy would be the
turns out-
biter. Thinking about
Yeah.
Stan cheating or something and just go.
Fix it in and forget it. You're getting the teeth.
I'd rather get it from Sophia because she's probably got fake teeth and she is spunky.
She's
Sassy.
a lot more of a degenerate than Blanche ever was.
Yeah, Blanche is just sex positive, you know?
Yeah.
Sophia's a degenerate. That she's an honorary member of Degenerate Nation. Oh, Adam, do you miss the not having the 48-hour film festival this year?
Yeah, I got to sleep that weekend, which was nice. But,
Yeah.
But I did kind of miss it.
Yeah. I showed somebody recently the features and or the shorts and they liked them like a lot. And I know Wendy's enjoyed them too. It's really cool, man.
Yeah, it's a fun thing to do, and I'm hoping we can do it next year.
I feel like the most balanced one was the one with the witch.
Yeah.
But
that one made the most sense, I think.
all the other ones had moments where they were like. There's a couple that weren't. I mean, the ones that, the like couple of the early ones that like didn't involve some of the crew. Like, yeah, obviously it's not. You're not gonna have the same chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I like being a part of it. You guys, when you edit, like you guys are really efficient too. So I was telling Luther Danger we need to link up on something.
We should, yeah.
I will seriously pay for my old roommate the actor to fly out because he has a house here.
Yeah,
I'd pay him to do it. So we'll think of something. Yeah, man. We'll
Furry Daddy's the movie.
Furry Daddy's the movie. He'll play it furry.
We're all furries.
Are you in for that, Adam?
Yeah, I'm 100%.
Ooh, yeah. Wendy,
Daddy?
are you a squirter?
Only on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
What if you could control yourself like to that degree where you can like body control where you're like I am only squirting for this person or like only for on this time of day and shit. That'd be great.
If you can, more power to you.
What about you, Adam? Are you a
Enjoy
squirter?
all of- Oh God, please say yes.
I don't think you can hear me.
No, I don't think so either. Either that or he's choosing not to answer.
Adam, can you squirt?
Hmm?
Oh, there you are. You didn't hear any of that.
It says waiting for network. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, we were asking if you can squirt.
Yeah, man, all the time.
Yeah, it was Wendy squirts twice a week.
Very specific.
All right, I'll be honest. I'm pretty darn sure never made anyone squirt, and I'm fascinated by it now because my buddy Joe, who started this enterprise with me years ago, he was like, "Yeah, man, I've been with squirters. So many squirters." I'm like, "What? Oh man." I was like, "Is that just like luck of the draw, or is he like better than me at sex, Adam?"
I don't know, man. It could be a little A, little B, but everyone's different.
What do you think, Wendy? Do I need to up my game to make them squirt?
No,
I don't think-
squirting. Yeah, squirting is just not being able to hold your pee when you come.
That's it?
That's it.
What?
You're actually better at it if you are having a more mature sexual partner if she does not squirt. So
Do you hear that?
Your choices are a lot better.
If you're listening and you've ever been a sexual partner of me, then you're mature. So congrats on your maturity of deciding to sleep with me and giving that good stuff. Or okay stuff, I should say. All right. Adam,
Yes.
you got any final thoughts?
Just let me know when you want to go costume shopping for this little endeavor.
Okay. I'll costume shop any day. I'll get you off mic about that. How about you, Wendy? You getting hot thinking of us in an outfit?
I'm just glad that my cat head has a mouth hole.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to go look online. I'm going to bing some costume shops and see what I can do for this grand opening of Adam's Funeral Home. All right, peace.